Frostbite, with the help of a local refugee, he's able to sneak in the back of where the Manticore's lair is. But unfortunately, there is toxic fumes and a will-o-wisp, and although he was able to deal with one, the will-o-wisp did eventually see him after he got hit with a rusty nail searching for things to help him in what is about to take place. Rusty nail still in his hand, he desperately needs to convince this will-o-wisp not to end him right then and there because he has no way to deal with the will-o-wisp. Against all odds, he manages to do so by presenting the dice of the Manticore's mother to the Manticore as the son of the man who actually killed the mother. What happens next? Let's play to find out. Welcome back to the channel for what I think is going to be the finale for my first solo playthrough that was spawned by Man Alone's little solo play competition on camera. Who would have thought? 10 sessions later on camera. Here we are. I'm kind of enjoying it. Let me know in the comments down below what you like or dislike. What can be improved upon for the next one. So, I'm Sacred. This is the Sacred Art of Gaming. We got a solo play we got to get back to. Frostbite, he's got his 8 silver arrows, he's got his Manticore bear trap, he's got a rusty nail in his hand. First he needs to rest. He's got 2 moments of time, 2 spans of time where he can actually like do something. He needs to rest because there's no way he's gonna fight this Manticore with 5 health. That's number 1. Number 2, he's gonna look around one more time because we are led to believe that there is something present around here that could help end this peacefully, which he may be a little conflicted on, but he's willing to entertain anything because he is against all odds now more than ever, now that he is going to present these dice, the dice of its parents, directly to it. He loses stealth and range, which is not good. It's not good at all for Frostbite. So first we're gonna go ahead and rest up. We did do the bushcraft roll, so we'll go ahead and bring this back up to my whopping 11 HP. And we will get rid of this guy here. Also, something that I kind of glossed over, he needed to let Goat go, because Goat is not local to the marshlands. So that might be something we can explore, because we need every advantage we can get. Companion takes a stretch. I think he might be on his own for this. I think we're better off searching than we are getting another animal companion that, if we're being honest, we never really used in combat, unfortunately. Yeah, he pulls out the rusty nail, but he has the rusty nail on his person now. He's got the rusty nail, he's got his gemstone. We'll see if that's actually useful. Yeah, I think we need to invoke the searching table here. And yeah, I think that's our best bet. So he heals up. He's going to search. That's going to be spot hidden, which he's not great at. But it's all we have. The will-o-wisp isn't going to help him with this. Yeah, there's nothing else that's going to help us here. Let's see. 15. That is not going to help. I am willing to push a single roll for charisma because, once again, I don't think it's going to help me, but I've been wrong before. Let's see. 15. All right. So that is unfortunate We're not going to be able to do that. So Frostbite, he's going to kind of go to the main chamber where it looks like this creature comes to nest and rest for the night. And he's going to set up the bear trap. So that's a bushcraft roll. Set up the bushcraft. Set up the bear trap for the Manticore in a non-obvious place. He needs to present it first, but it's going to be kind of in the general vicinity. Just if shit pops off, basically. Bushcraft to see if it's like hidden well. 10. All right, cool. So the bear trap is in play. I don't want, well, didn't use a whole lot of minis for this. So we will say the nest area is like, we kind of want something smaller, I think. This is where it would enter. Say the trap is over here. The nest is over here. It's a shame I did build. I built all of this. This is discolored in the back. Anyways, I built this for the potential of an outdoor campaign, but or an outdoor fight. But you know how it is. A lot of times that stuff doesn't end up getting used. Say there's some elevation over here that Frostbite can use if needed. And yeah, Frostbite sets up the trap. Not that the physical location is going to matter too much. And Frostbite has the bone dice out. And he presents them as the Manticore, just kind of the cave. There's like little bits of like dust and rock and stuff that's kind of falling from the cave as the creature's walking through. It's pretty hefty, but I mean it's big enough to fit in the cave, or it's small enough to fit in the cave. It's not massive, but it's hefty. It is hefty. Manticore approaches, and Frostbite presents the bone dice to the Manticore. And he kind of non-aggressively presents it and says, "This is from my father, who killed your mother. A little something for you to remember them by." And the Manticore gets in close, and if you remember correctly, this Manticore is kind of like mindless, not really. There's no chance of like a peaceful, something peaceful to take place here without whatever that item was that he couldn't find. So the Manticore's got just doing all kinds of crazy sniffing of the bones, and it kind of reacts a little bit and smells something that does remind it of its mother and makes a crazy roar, growl, and Frostbite's fur kind of moves from the roar of the beast whenever that happens. I want to see how many improvised weapons are in this cave. 3. Always throw these out there, because why not? A torch, a crevice, and a puddle. Okay, it's probably not going to help you much here. Maybe the crevice will. I think it is quite clear that this thing is... Is it possible for Frostbite to kind of get like a sneak attack almost? Or is it going to, in this moment? I think this is with a Bane. Where's my other D20? This is with a Bane, but we'll see. and he's got the bone dice as in his hands. 5 and a 14, that actually might be enough. Character sheet here, sneaking, that is enough. All right, so he takes the bone dice, and as the thing is kind of reacting and continues to sniff, it almost brings it back to like not mindless maybe for a quick moment as it kind of remembers its mother. And he's going to take these bone dice and try and shove it in its eyeball. How I'm going to treat this, I'm going to treat this as an improvised weapon, but I'm also going to treat it as a weak spot with its eyeball. Okay, blunt object light. That actually does a good amount of damage. Is that what I don't know why I thought there was a rule for improvised weapon. Yeah, 55. Okay, yeah, that just talks about the cards. All right. So how are we going to do this attack? Ah, man, I hate to say it, but it's going to be brawling. Or would it just be that sneak attack? So yeah, we will say that it's light, and then weak spot. If I remember correctly, I think it doubles. Find weak spot. Oh, it's not piercing. I think I'm gonna do that anyways though in this case, because it's his eyeball. Oh, it just counts as armorless. All right, so we are in a fight with the Manticore. Pretty sweet. Manticore actually has no armor. I think I'm gonna double this because it's its eyeball. So it takes the dice of its family, completely caught off guard with the sneak attack, and then Frostbite, literally, he takes the dice and then just, his head's probably too big to hit both eyes, so just poof, both of them right in one eye. 8 damage, I mean, we'll take it, because he's got a lot of health. That leaves him with 36 health, and it is surprise, but it is time to go into initiative. And shit just got crazy. We are fighting a Manticore right in his face. I mean, he did kind of think that this was a suicide mission, so it really might be. This might actually be the end of Frostbite. So on the left, which I think is in the shot, it is. This is a Ferocity 2 creature, so that's bad. I've got army of 1 here, so 2 and 4, that looks good for me. And then the creature is an 8 and a 3. Ooh. Okay, so there's some good and some bad there. Frostbite is going to take this opportunity to get to the high ground over here. Actually, no. No, Frostbite, he's gonna put some space between himself and the creature and going around the trap, trying to get the trap to spring. All right, so the good news is Frostbite gets to go first. He has 8 of these silver arrows. He'd be a fool not to use Twin Shot. Twin Shot, baby. This is going to make the difference, I think, in this fight. 17 and 12. That is not good. We have to push. What are we going to? I mean, we gotta play smart here. We're in the end game now. I think we're gonna do strength. He's exhausted. He's got a rusty nail. Yeah, let's try again. 8 and 6. That is exactly what we needed. All right, so he put some space. Frostbite running past the trap and then slides while pulling out the longbow with the silver arrow. Well, actually, yeah, he's loading up 2, huh? Loading up 2. This is gonna be the first shot. I'm gonna treat this as a crit as well. Like, it doesn't have armor, so yeah, it's being treated as a crit basically. Why does it always feel so hard to find a D12? There's one. Here's our first hit. First silver arrow. 9, 11, 16. That is a solid hit. Brings him down to 20. Time for our second hit. 8, 12, 13. We might actually do it, guys. So that's one hell of an initial round. I actually have more health than him. That goes about as well as it could. All right, now the beast goes. I think I'm gonna roll on the AI. And then, well, all of these attacks actually, well, actually most of them. I'm gonna roll on the AI. And there's a 1 out of 6 chance that it doesn't try and charge me to activate the trap. 3. It's gonna do a claw attack. Because it's running, is it actually going to see this trap? I think it's, yeah, probably not. It's running, so I think it's going to run to here and the trap is activated. I'd like to think there's going to be enough space between Frostbite and the Manticore for that to not be an issue. So he's going to kind of back up as it's kind of trying to claw at him, and he's got his like back against the wall here. So there is not a lot of space. On its next turn, we'll see if it can break out. So I do get to go next. I think what I want to do here, I'm gonna roll evade, because Frostbite, he needs to get some space in between himself and the Manticore for best results here. And I think we're gonna, this is less of a mechanic of the game and more of what I feel like would be good for the story. Get some distance. We're gonna see if he gets hit with a claw at all. 2, yeah. So that's a solid, he's able to keep enough space between himself and the Manticore and avoid that entirely. I don't think we need to, we're gonna use another silver arrow, of course. I don't think we need to do twin shot here. I think we're in a good spot. 10, good. I may take some narrative liberties with this, we'll see. 8, 10, so that's 10 damage. So that actually brings the Manticore down. And the Manticore is still in the trap. Another silver arrow hits it and it drops, and it's just wild. And the will-o-wisp comes back out, and it's irate. It probably feels a little bit like it betrayed what it was trying to do a little bit. Is the willow, no, I'm not even gonna ask. I think it is. The will-o-wisp and Lothar Crookback, they're working together to some degree. So it comes out turning red. No! This cannot be! It starts to kind of like sputter out uncontrollably. Lothar! Lothar! A third time, why not? Lothar! And then all of the color, it's going from like red to orange, and all these different like bright, aggressive looking hues. And then eventually all the colors just kind of like turn black. The will-o-wisp shoots directly towards the Manticore. And the Manticore begins to get up, but it doesn't look quite right, almost as if it's like animated. Is it able to break out of this bear trap? 1. Extreme no. It is actually very trapped there. So, I mean, the only thing that it can do really is to shoot these spikes. So that's what it's gonna do. Spike rain. The Manticore fires a rain of deadly spikes from its tail. All adventurers within 10 meters suffer D10 piercing damage and are injected with a paralyzing poison of potency 12. I've already gone. I don't have a way to evade this. So D10 it is. 7. Bring me down to 4 health. Did use 3 of our willpower there. Paralyzing poison with potency 12. Need a brief refresher on how the potency works. I feel like I was just there not too long ago. Poison. I always find it a little weird when it has like the potency. Is that like to see if it... Yeah, I don't quite understand that. The con roll I understand. So we'll just go with that. We're gonna roll con. Now I've taken the damage. Am I paralyzed? Let's see. 10. I am not. Whew, just barely. So Frostbite is able to survive that, and this round is where things we'll see how things go. It all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. Not great. Not great. Oh no! Alright, so let's see. Does the creature break out? I feel like every turn it probably gets a little weaker. 5 and 3. Yes, it does break out. What does it try and do here? 4. Sweeping attack. So as the creature approaches, breaks out of the trap, approaches Frostbite. Frostbite is, of course, going to take one of his turns. Not that it matters which one. He has to evade this. 11. That is a success. So Frostbite is able to evade that attack. Frostbite gets some space between him and the creature. Twin shot. Frostbite rolled a demon, and I think it's very clear what's going to happen here. Frostbite loses the silver arrows. In the chaos of this fight. So he has no more arrows like that. The Manticore, I don't think we've done any damage since it's been reanimated. We will say its healing is like a D12. And it's got max, great. But Frostbite has another turn. And he would be foolish not to twin shot it up. 4 and 14. We are good, just barely. He loads up his normal arrows. Here's his first one. 4. We need an 8 to end this. Here's the second one. We need an 8 to end this. Come on, baby. Oh, 9! Woo! Okay. So these last 2 shots that Frostbite loads up, trying to get some distance between himself and the Manticore. Just normal arrows here, no longer affecting the beast in any supernatural way, despite it being more supernatural now. 2 shots, just hit and hit again, and then the creature just stops. And its animated body almost tries to move a little bit more as it crawls towards him, but the claws just, they stop just in time before getting to Frostbite as he's there with his bow ready. Oh, and then the black glow from the will-o-wisp just kind of dissipates. And is he paralyzed? 16. Frostbite kills the Manticore, and then the paralyzing poison takes effect, and he drops. This may be controversial, but I think that's how I'm going to end the finale. It's so hard to do, like, what is satisfying? I feel like that kind of dealt with the will-o-wisp in a way, too, because that was going to be the next question that I was going to ask once he's done with that, which he also can't really deal with. Yeah, hopefully that wrapped things up in somewhat of a satisfying way. All right, so on to the next one. Man, that was, I gotta say, guys, it's kind of, it feels good to have completed this. I feel like a lot of campaigns don't get completed. I aim to complete every campaign that I start. Sometimes that's successful, sometimes it is not, and it's extra stressful to, like, share a finale, like an ending, with not just, like, your friends, but also, like, just on the internet, too, so... I'm sure it will not make everyone happy, but I did my best with what I had. Hope you enjoyed it. I am Sacred. This has been the Sacred Art of Gaming. Maybe I'll see you on the next one. Sundered Isles campaign coming soon. Story first, play always. See you in the next adventure, guys.
Master, it is I, Lothar Crookback. The Manticore is no more, but the Wolf-Kin pup has also perished. The father will leave his post, leaving the Northern Pack. Though